Shockingly, laboratories today are working to make viruses even more deadly than COVID-19. Little is being done to stop them. Why? Hello, I'm Steve Forbes, and this is What's Ahead, where you get the insights you need to better navigate these turbulent times. The COVID-19 pandemic killed millions of people. The evidence is becoming ever more clear that the virus leaked out of the Wuhan Institute of Virology in China. This horror is focusing attention on what is called gain-of-function research, whereby scientists study ways to make viruses more infectious and more deadly. Ostensibly, this research enables scientists to come up with ways to deal with these kinds of biothreats. Remember the fears generated after 9/11 when envelopes containing a deadly anthrax white powder were sent around the country, killing 4 people? But the reality is that gain-of-function research did nothing to help create the COVID-19 vaccines. In reality, enhancing viruses to make them more deadly is a mortal threat to humanity. Such efforts should be banned. Various viruses can be juiced up that could quickly and painfully kill literally billions of people. The death rate for those who got COVID-19 was around 1%. These other pathogens have death rates well over 60%, and some could approach 90%. No surprise that Dr. Anthony Fauci, when he headed the National Institute for Allergy and Infectious Diseases, was a big proponent of funding gain-of-function research, which explains why, when the pandemic began, he worked ferociously to suppress any suggestion this virus came out of a lab rather than from nature. Ashley Rinsberg, writing in The Spectator, recounts that in 2012, 2 separate groups of scientists found a way to infect ferrets with H5N1, a very deadly bird flu. Now the virus could well infect people through droplets. The National Science Advisory Board for Biosafety wanted publication of these ghastly results delayed, lest the results be imitated in other labs, in effect letting the genie out of the bottle. Fauci overruled the board. As Rinsberg notes, quote, "The gain-of-function gloves were off. This research has not only become orders of magnitude more sophisticated, it has become much more widespread and more dangerous," end quote. What's to be done? For starters, pass Iowa Senator Joni Ernst's bill called Fairness and Accountability in Underwriting Chinese Institutions, the Fauci bill, that would ban funding for this kind of research. The GOP-controlled House of Representatives should continue its fact-finding hearings on this subject. The more people are made aware of this deadly danger, the better. Right now, incredibly, new labs are mushrooming, in no small part because the Biden administration is spending billions of dollars for pandemic preparedness initiatives, which include gain-of-function research. The lack of effective oversight here is appalling. The U.S. should take the lead internationally to have countries severely restrict or effectively ban this kind of activity. Thorough and unannounced inspections should be included. Of course, there will be cheating, but making gain-of-function research a taboo, like developing nuclear weapons once was, would encourage courageous whistleblowers so that enforcement actions can be taken. We must act quickly before another pandemic devastates us. I'm Steve Forbes. Thank you for listening. Do send in your comments and suggestions. I look forward to being with you soon again.